Hey guys, this is Anthony Morganti from anthonymorganti.com, and this is episode 203 of Photo Critiques. And in this episode, I'm pleased to critique the work of Andy Thompson. Andy sent me in some nice shots. This first one here is a real kind of surreal Martian landscape type shot. Couple weird things about it, but I like. The sky is a totally different color than the light that is down here. So it's kind of an odd combination of colors. Also, this sun is way bigger than what 42 millimeters should produce. So I would imagine that because of those two reasons that Andy patched this sky into this shot. It is a very interesting shot, though. I like it. Typically we do landscapes. We want as much as possible in focus. But what Andy did here is he shot at 42 millimeters, and his focal point is down here. As you can see, probably right about in here. Right there. So he focuses here, and everything else at f of 5.6 just gets more blurry as you go back, and then we have this kind of surreal sky. So it's a really cool shot. This shot I like. I've done similar shots to this. Really nice detail. The key of these, you want to try to get some side lighting on it so you could show off every little nook and cranny, and so you got to be there at the right time of day. And you want to try to show off a line or something. Like here we have leading lines of this this tire track going through the shot. So it's a pretty cool shot, and I like it. Very well done. This shot here, I like the idea. Now this again, a lot of times we do these shots, we want everything in focus, so we're going to shoot f11, something like that. But Andy shot at 80 millimeters on his 18 to 200 millimeter lens at f of 7.1, so we have the blurry background. The only thing I could say, it looks like his focus was over here. And I would say you have to focus on the guy looking at you. So this guy's looking right at the camera. That's where we focus. Because right away, and it's right in the middle, just about. So right away, when someone looks at the shot, we notice him right away. So we need him in tight focus. Then you'll have the same effect pretty much. With the background being blurry and everything. So it's a pretty cool effect. I like what you did. I would just change the focal point to this man. It's a great shot. Really well done. A nice portrait, nice catch lights in the Lucy's eyes. And Lucy has great focus. Did a really nice job. Really excellent shot, Andy. It's a kind of a cool shot. It's kind of a weird shot. We're shooting up, getting the billboards. We have all this trash kind of spewing down here. The sky is more of a negative space sky. There's really nothing there. We have this vignette over here to help pull you back into the image. And so I talk about numerous times, we don't want any bright areas towards the corners usually, because the eyes will tend to look for something over there. So it's nice having this vignette here to pull you back into the image. So it's an interesting image. Very I don't know, kind of bare, I guess I should say. It's a nice shot. I like the reflections. 30-second exposure, f of 25. So used a really small aperture to get a longer exposure, so you could smooth the water out. So you did a nice job. Not a lot of contrast, very flat image, but that's a nice effect if that's the effect you wanted. Sky isn't very interesting. I'm not sure if you could ever come back to this spot and get some different day when you had a better, more interesting sky. This is that same building, obviously, from a different angle. Again, kind of an odd combination of 95 millimeters on this 18 to 200 millimeter lens. And so we have a lot of it out of focus. And it's like I mentioned, it's kind of unusual. You can see all this is blurry over here. And this is blurry. I got a feeling you focused more on infinity here. And so because most of this stuff isn't really in tight focus, and this is kind of the opposite of what most of us do. We want as much of this in focus as possible. But you know what? This proves you don't have to do it that way, because this is a nice shot. And I actually should try doing this more myself, where I don't have my lens at its most widest focal length, and I have a lot of the shot soft and don't have to have it in total focus. So it's a really cool idea, Andy. Very nice. This is the great shot. I just love this shot. This is just beautiful. Just kind of the typical shot. Many times, you guys know, I see a In past critiques, I'll see a nice sunset, but there's nothing in the foreground. There's nothing. It's just kind of the sky, the land, and the below the sky, and that's it. Well, this case here is what I told you. Just position yourself where you get something in the foreground, even if it's just weeds or grasses, and it does a nice job. And using 200 millimeters of this lens, it compresses everything, so it makes the sun looks like it's bigger. Everything's closer. It's a really cool shot. Very well done, Andy. That's it for Andy. Andy, thank you very much for sharing your work with us. I really do appreciate it. And guys, thank you all for watching my videos. Thank you very much. If you guys have time, go over to my website, anthonymorganti.com. I got all that photography stuff over there to take a look at. And if you could, I'd really appreciate it if you went to YouTube and subscribed to my YouTube channel. That's it for now. I'll talk to you guys soon.